be known, Argy. How are we all today? Hope everybody's happy. Yeah. Retro gaming. Why I don't post on Facebook so much. I tend to find a lot of the groups that I venture into. While I like some of the, I absolutely love some of the mainstream groups where it's a mixture, a mixed bag of folk from all different sides of the retro scene, whether it be the Commodore side, the Sinclair side, the Atari side, the Atari side. Basically, you get like the mainstream groups which kind of mingle it all together and call it a retro gaming group, and I love those. And I also love the niche groups as well. But the one thing that does my nut in about some of the groups, and it was pointed out to me yet again the other day, the folk who, while they may know a lot about that given particular equipment, a bit of tolerance towards those that may not. I kind of like to think that I know a good bit, but I try not to blow my own trumpet because I'm not shoved up my own arsehole. Yeah, the people that kind of go, well, no, factually you're slightly incorrect. The square is actually a parallelogram, but more square. Those kind of folks, I tend to kind of just try and brush past or re-educate them on how to be more socially etiquette, and they tend to kind of be the ones that like to just push a little bit further with certain folk, and I have no time of day for those. If that describes you and you want to leave a thumbs down on this, so please do. I really don't care. These videos are all about either being informative, being entertaining, having a bit of fun along the way, and helps me as well. I just don't think that if you leave a comment and say something like, oh, you're one of those, or niche groups are absolutely amazing, and if you can't handle being told that you're incorrect and blah 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 blah, move forward with your life. I saw a post the other day in one of the Spectrum groups. It was highlighted to me by one of my friends, and I had to laugh about the question of Kempston interface, Kempston and Sinclair interface. It was some question about which joystick or what would you prefer, or which would you be more advised me to go towards. And it was a simple, honest question, and straight away the Anorak Brigade started going, well, factually, you might be slightly incorrect with the way your terminology, etc., etc. It's not the exact words, but really, does it matter? Can't you just answer the frigging question? And this is something that really annoys me about the retro scene. I, like most of you, are over 40. Some of you are over 50. Some of you are over 60. Some of you are over 70. And fair play to you. Some of you are in your 30s and 20s and what have you. And I like to think that retro gaming is, it doesn't matter what system it is, it should be about the fun. It should be about enjoying your hobby, because that's what it is, a hobby. And those that like to anally correct terminology because of knowledge that they've acquired over the years, there's a way of communicating that knowledge to folk, and being anal about it and being quite obtuse about it. That's not the inner spirit of things, and it's one of the reasons why I left a few groups, because I just find that a lot of folk tend not to be community based. They may shout and preach being community based, but they're not. And I agree with a lot of people with their opinions and what have you, and I disagree with others, and I'll say my piece and what have you. But once the point's been made, that's it. That's how it should be. Just end it. But if you can't just be nice to each other, then what's the point in having a group? And this is aimed mainly at the admins of these groups on Facebook, mainly because I find the forums are fantastic. Not about one, but the majority of forums and other avenues of retro gaming, they tend to be quite helpful and in the spirit of things. But Facebook groups, they seem to have this, the niche ones. I'll use the Spectrum one, some of the Spectrum ones, to be honest. There's always been it's like a fly hovering, where you kind of go, well, I've just asked a question in good faith. Why have you answered like that? Why can't you just answer the question like a human being should, without the crossing the T's and dotting the I's? Just be informal about it all. That's what this is about. Making friends, making acquaintances, making fun, and enjoying each other's company, especially at times like this, unprecedented times like this, where at the moment in the community there's a lot of angst towards each other. I just think we should all have a bit of tolerance, don't you? Yeah. So anyway, yeah, retro gaming, it should be a family thing, you know. We should all be one big happy family. And I know it's not a perfect society, and I know there's all kind of walks of life, but the thing that is missing out of the niche groups, or some of the niche groups, is tolerance. Tolerance towards difference and indifference. And I think if it goes with YouTube as well, if you don't agree with something, there's a way of saying it. And my friend George Cropper, I wholeheartedly love his videos. Right from I came into this with the George Cropper videos. I encountered George about 3 years ago, and I've not looked back. It's brilliant videos. You take him with the tongue-in-cheek that he is intending, and when he comes out, and he only ever speaks the truth of the matter. So when he starts telling things as they are, and people are offended, it's because they don't like the truth of the matter. And I think that's why a lot of negativity towards him was brought, is because he brought to the table an element a lot of you don't understand, and that is, a lot of us actually do like the truth. So I love George Cropper's videos, and I have to say I'm very similar to him. And believe it or not, there are a lot of us here that are exactly the same. So yeah. Anyway, I digress. Retro gaming, it's great. I can't wait to get the boxes unboxed down there and set up, and power supply and everything down there, and can't wait for this COVID shit to be over and done with, so I can invite my friends back round and we can have a game or two, and have some fun with some beers, and yeah. And a big shout out to Brian's Bar. It's a fantastic community that started with a few of us and has grown in size, and the founding members, you know, they're all still there in one way, shape or form, and it's brilliant. So yeah, excellent. Right, on to the next video, which should be an interesting one. I'm going to start a series of videos based on the oscilloscope that I've acquired, and hopefully get that up and running again so I can start repairing again, because I kind of lost a lot of the stuff, either through moving or whatever, but one thing I've been missing for a while now, because I've not been able to afford one, is a scope, and I was donated one from a kind gentleman, Mark, who has allowed me to have a scope and get it up and running and start enjoying my craft, which it is. And just a quick message to all of you repairers in the retro scene. I'm not trying to tread on anybody's toes here. If anything, I'm trying to bring everybody together. I'm a natural peacemaker. I try to keep the peace with everybody. I kind of hope that you guys see that for what it is. I want to unite us, all us good repairers. We're highly sought after, and if we all think about it a bit, and we can all work together and enjoy the scene for what it is, and I do hope that there's, we can all kind of work as a community to help others repair their items, and a lot of my videos will be about that as well. So yeah, right, now that's the end of this video.